Well, Election Day is Tuesday, and one of the most heated races is for Montgomery County Commissioner, and 4 candidates, but only 3 seats here. But we've got 2 of the candidates with us this morning, Republicans Bruce Castor and Jim Matthews. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
Let's start off. Tuesday, you're saying can't come soon enough for ending this race. But let's talk about starting off, in your eyes, the most important issue facing the voters of Montgomery County.
Well, we have a very strong economy right now, and lending to that is the fact that we try not to take money from the folks. We want to keep that money in the economy, and our taxes, our county taxes, are now going to be lower than they were 6 years ago in 2002. I don't think there's another county in the Commonwealth that can say that.
How do you then, when you want to keep improving the county in that, how do you do it without raising taxes?
Well, let's understand, while the tax rate has remained the same and now dropped the last 2 years, Jim just announced he's going to drop it again next year, it attracts people to come live here. They build homes, and then those homes are taxed, and we're able to increase our revenue without increasing the burden on all the citizens.
Now, some of the thoughts are the Democrats will raise taxes if they win. Is that what your side is believing here?
Well, when you add up all the things that have been promised, a $50 million jobs program, which is hard to understand since we're at full employment. We have a 3% unemployment, which is 2% lower than what's defined as full employment. A $50 million jobs program, along with 15,000 more in revitalization for over 4 years, plus 17 million cost of tax reassessment, which was verbalized by both candidates early in the campaign. You're closing in on $100 million in spending. Well, where does dickens that come from?
Not to mention all of the new positions that they want to create. They want to create duplicate positions. I mean, they want to have an inspector general. What's what the DA's for? They want to have a finance officer. That's what the controller's for. I mean, all of these things add up. Just the other day, Ruth Damsker said that we ought to just flat move the sewer plant in Norristown to make way for some improvement on the waterfront. Well, we're in favor of improving the waterfront.
Right.
That's a $200 million price tag to move the sewer plant. So that you just add that to the cost of the things that they want to do. Well, all that extra spending means more taxes.
Besides the issues, this is a campaign that people may think about the ads, and we want to show you an ad. The Democrats have raised a record amount to try and finally get control of a race from over 100 years. They haven't had control. Let us roll one of the ads, and then we'll get your reaction to it.
Montgomery County government. Instead of discussions about policy, it's an argument about which faction of the Republican Party controls things. The worst offender, Jim Matthews. Matthews gave jobs to friends and contracts to political insiders. He gutted the county's code of ethics. Even his own running mate has criticized Matthews for accepting money from a convicted felon. It's enough already. Ruth Damsker and Joe Huffle for commissioners. 2 leaders, 2 votes, 1 team for change.
There's the ad. We'll start with you, Jim.
Well, it's peculiar because Ruth and I have served together now for 8 years. And just this term itself, 2004, 2005, and 2006, there were approximately 6,000 motions made on hirings, firings, promotions, contracts, awards, resolutions, ordinances. She voted aye 100% of the time in those 3 years. And now in an election year, we're hearing that our government is one of waste, fraud, abuse, and patronage. I'm thinking, well, when did that happen? You were there, Ruth. You didn't vote nay on anything.
It's hypocrisy, I mean, is what it is. This is a smokescreen designed to divert attention from their tax and spend plans. I mean, you know, they don't have any policies. They don't have anything that they can say because the county government is run so smoothly. So what do? You attack Jim, and you disguise the fact that when they get in there, they want to jack up the taxes. Remember, Joe Huffle was commissioner before. What did he do? The first thing he did was order a property tax reassessment. He says he's proud of it. What's the next thing he did? He drove up the debt to such a record level that when Jim Matthews became commissioner, he had to go to New York to convince Moody's to keep our bond rating at AAA. Otherwise, it was going to drop. We couldn't afford Joe Huffle then. We can't afford him now.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in and responding to that. We wanted to give you the fair chance to do it. And your opponents will be on the show Monday, so we'll also get their thoughts.
I'll be watching.
You'll be watching. Well, we hope so. Thank you very much. Let's check in with Stu now and get the latest on the weather.